What's up, folks? Jordio here with another retro phone unboxing or unpackaging. And this time we're going to be taking a look at XE Mobile. And yes, we're going to be focusing on the carrier this time rather than the phone itself. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to say that Z Mobile or just pronounce it XE Mobile, but I'm going to call them XE Mobile because I can't find anybody online talking about this carrier. So this was a short-lived mobile virtual network operator, or MVNO, carrier in the US. And when I say short-lived, they were operable from April 2006 to December 2007. So that's just over a year and a half. I'm not sure why exactly they were so unsuccessful. It could be because most of the phones they sold were cheap phones like this. This is a Motorola C139, and it is a really basic GSM phone. And that's why we're only going to really take a quick look at it. There's really not much special about it. It doesn't even have a WAP browser, or wireless application protocol browser, which was basically a teeny tiny little browser you could use for very light browsing on mobile phones. But this does not even have that. It is a very simple phone. So a few things about XE Mobile. It says that they were on the largest nationwide voice and data network. So it's believed that they were using Singular, later known as AT&T, of course. And there's several clues to that. First of all, at the time, the largest GSM network was Singular. We know this is a GSM phone because it, tells us what kind of phone it is right there. Also, if we take a look at the SIM card number, which is conveniently on the outside of the package, we can see the 5th digit is a 4. And back in the day, that was a pretty easy way to tell what carrier you were on, by looking at the 5th digit of the SIM card. Also, T-Mobile, since they were the only other GSM network, they've always had only 19 digits in their SIM card. For some reason, the last digit is a letter F. So that was made it kind of evident which carrier you were using. What we're gonna do is take a look at what came with this package. The other interesting thing too is this supposedly comes with some kind of XE Black card. It says largest youth discount program. Use this card to save at over 20,000 retail locations. Included free with purchase. So supposedly you get a card in here, or I don't know if you have to mail away to get the card or whatever, but it's gonna be interesting to check that out. So they obviously cater to the young, school age demographic. You can kind of tell by the kind of stylistic artwork they use. Let's take a quick look at the packet, or the back here. So it says it comes with our phone, battery, charger, SIM card, basic stuff. Oh, it does say that it comes with the VIP card. Wallet guide, instruction manual, starter guide, $10 free starter account at activation. They go on with more about the XE Club there. It says you can use it at places like Armani Exchange, Microsoft, Foot Locker, Urban Outfitters, and many more. Cool. You probably definitely cannot use that card today, I'm pretty sure. They talk more about how to activate it. The website no longer works. I tried. I need to check archive.org and see if they've got anything on this site. But yeah, we'll check that out here in a bit. And so they talk about the plan options. It was pretty cool that they offered free incoming minutes. Some of you might remember back in the day, if you had a plan like that, you might text your friends and tell them to call you, or have someone call you from a landline or something like that. We got some specs about the phone. It's a dual band GSM phone, so it's only really good here in the Americas. And I'm excited to take a look, see what we got in here. Okay, that should do it. So let's take a look inside. So, okay, we get our phone, and it's in another sort of package there. We'll open it here in a bit. And then these are our goodies on the inside. So we get a package of stuff that we'll take a look at here in a sec. Get our battery, of course, we need that. I miss the days where phones had removable batteries. There's our charger, Motorola charger. And that's it. So, we'll open the phone in a bit. Again, there's not much interesting about it. More interested in the carrier, XE Mobile. So, let's take a look at our stuff here. Hey you're almost there. To activate your phone, go to xemobile.com, and don't forget, we're here to help. If you need anything, no really, anything, dial 611 from your phone or visit xemobile.com. Sweet. I have no idea what their customer service was actually like, because I never used this carrier myself. I do remember seeing them in the stores, but you know, again, there was nothing much interesting about them because they had nothing but cheap phones. So, oh, here we go. So this is our SIM card, our XE Mobile SIM card. Let's make sure you can get a good shot of that. And then here's the back. Very interesting art that they use. So there's our SIM card, and then here is this must be our black card that they were talking about. Your card is not valid until you activate. Yeah, I know the main website doesn't work, so I'm pretty sure that link doesn't work either. Oh, go to studentadvantage.com for a complete list of where you can save. Okay, I gotta check and see if that site is still working. So, okay, so I'm gonna peel this off so that you can see what the card actually looks like beneath the, oops, it's not tearing very well. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there's the XE Black card. Cool. Oh, you can see it's expired already. So they were gonna expect you to replace it at least within a year, it seems like. Okay, so there's our black card. I'm just gonna stick this down. I'm gonna try that sublink just to see if it works, and when I go to archive.org. And we have a disc. Okay, it's interesting. This must be the contents. Manuals for what looks like several phones. Starter guide, XE terms and conditions. Insert in your computer to learn about your new phone. Have fun, be safe, stay XE. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to take a look at what's on this disc. I mean, it's probably just really simple stuff, but we're gonna pop it into the computer just to see what it's got on there. And just take this out, just get a close-up look at the disc. So there we go. It feels like a CD. Yeah, it's probably, yeah, it looks like a CD-ROM rather. All right, so we got, well, let's take a look at our A very useful starter guide. Are you XE? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Like, is XE supposed to stand for something? Like, mean something in pop culture that I don't know? So we got our terms and conditions, and then the Motorola, legal safety stuff. Boring. Let's take a quick look at the starter guide. You are now XE, that is. This is your handy dandy little guide on getting your phone activated so you can start talking. Keep it, use it, love it. I gotta say, I'm not mad at the art style. They talk about what you get, the XE Club, of course. What the hell? There's a spelling error there. It says porogram. You see that? That's not good. I wonder if I find any more spelling errors. Let's see. They talk more about the plans, which I don't think that was too bad for the day, for the time, but anywho. Second, let's start up your phone. Third, XE up. Once you've run out of minutes, it's time to add more, obviously. Where you can talk. Coverage provided by the largest nationwide GSM network. So yeah, that was Singular / AT&T at the time. So I guess in marketing, they're not allowed to say the actual carrier's name, but whatever. There's more about the features. They're talking about the club card, having troubleshooting. Oh, this is interesting. So if you get an error that says SIM rejected or enter subsidy code, it says, that means that you have a non-XE mobile SIM card in your phone. Remember, your phones will only accept XE mobile smart chips. Please substitute it with an XE SIM for the service you love and trust. Yeah, if you're certain that you have an XE mobile SIM card in your phone, there are chances that the SIM is defective. So obviously the phone is locked to XE mobile. I did a little bit of research on this. Apparently the XE mobile SIM cards will work in Singular / AT&T phones, but these phones will not accept Singular or AT&T SIM cards. So they're kind of locked forever to XE mobile, and there doesn't seem to be a way to carrier unlock them. That doesn't really matter too much because 2G service is almost gone here in the US and in many other places, but just thought I would point that out. So that's the end of the starter guide for XE mobile, and then the terms and conditions and legal stuff. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to charge up the phone, and we'll take a quick look at it, see the startup screen. It might have some XE mobile startup screens on it or wallpapers or something. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll also take a look at what's on this disc. Alrighty. All right, we are back with a charged up battery. Before we get the phone turned on, just a quick look at the inside. You see we got our XE mobile SIM card in there, and not much else going on. The battery was a little swollen. It actually is not as swollen as it was when I first took it out of the packaging. It probably just needed some time to cycle, I guess. I don't know. I charged it up and then let it sit for a bit. So you go ahead and put the battery in here. And again, we're just going to take a quick look at the software on the phone because there's not much special about this phone. So you see we get an XE Mobile startup screen there. Nothing too special. We won't worry about setting the time. There is sort of an XE Mobile wallpaper there. Quick look at the menu. There's really not much to this phone. Like I mentioned, there's no web browser on here. So yeah, very bare bones in terms of early GSM phones. The ringtones are monophonic ringtones. Not very fun at all. Oops. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, no unique ringtones, at least compared to the singular version that I have. So not gonna hurt your ears with trying to listen to those, but yeah, that's a quick look at the phone. What I'd really like to show you is what's on this disc. I'm kind of excited to see for myself. So as you can see in the background here, I have set up a computer with a conveniently placed optical disc drive there. So we're just gonna hop that in and take a quick look at what's on the disc. Give it a little time to spin up there. While it's coming up, here's another look at that card. Oh no, I just thought it was interesting that they would include something like that. Anyway, all right, so let's first show you the files on the disk. There's just a few files, an auto run file, and these look like Flash files and a program to run the Flash file. So it looks like everything is just contained within the Flash. So let's run the Flash program. All right, so there we go. Get a little bit of music there, some animation. So yeah, it looks like we just got the starter guide, your phone, and their terms. Not much else. See if clicking on her does anything. Nope, she doesn't do anything. All right, so starter guide. This is probably the same starter guide we just looked at. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it gives us a PDF reader. Yeah, this is exactly the same starter guide. I wonder if it has the same spelling error that we found earlier. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, it does. Look at that. Porogram. That is funny. I've got to look through here and see if there's more spelling errors. I just haven't spotted any, but anyway, we already looked at this. Oops, let me open it again. Are you XE? Now you are. So under your phone, we get, okay, I guess these are manuals for the phones. Let me see here. Close up of our XE Motorola phone. And yeah, just as I thought, just a manual, nothing special. Yeah, nothing too special. Let me close out, there we go. It's pretty cool. He gets a different phone in his hand when you hover over. Yeah, not much to this. Oh, it tries to open xemobile.com. Yeah, obviously the website doesn't work anymore. Okay, does it let me go backwards? Looks like it doesn't. Oh, there it is. Back button down there. Okay, and then our terms. It's probably the same terms we looked at on paper. Yeah, it pretty much is. All right, so yeah, that's really all that I have to show about XE Mobile. Just thought it would be interesting. I didn't find any other videos of anyone talking about this carrier, which I mean, I can totally understand. They were totally not very memorable. They sold a bunch of cheap phones, and they weren't very special or successful at all. But anyway, thank you folks for watching, and take care.